بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاه والسلام على رسول الله. طبعا يعني بنرحب بحضراتكم وبنقول لكم يعني الحمد لله على السلامه. عارفين في ناس جايه من خارج القاهره وفي ناس جايه من اماكن بعيده. بنقول لكم الحمد لله على السلامه. Before that we say welcome for our guests today, Sir James Sanderson. He is from the UK and he is with us today for the Advanced Communication Skills course. So we are most welcome in Egypt and with us in Ahlan. Of course, Dr. Muntasir, he is our partner now. He is not a guest because he is always with us. I think since 1 year now, this is the third training course or the third workshop that have been initiated by Dr. Muntasir. The first one was with Dr. Idris Tawfiq about 1 year before, and the second one was with Dr. Yusuf Said, who is our third guest today, and he is most welcome and always welcome with us in Ahlan. Not doctor. Yes, okay. Our brother. Okay, our brother Yusuf Said. Of course, today our course is very important one because I think in Dawah generally communication skills play a very critical role. And when we come to the Dawah of the Western people, who are the people who we may not know about their culture and their lifestyles, the communication skills become more important. And I think the Islamic countries nowadays and what have been perceived about them and the general misconceptions regarding Islam and regarding the Islamic countries have give more importance for the communication skills so as what we will communicate either verbally or non-verbally to the other people who join us. So I wish all of you a very beneficial day, and I think it will be very interactive, so I think we should all be ready for the interaction. This is what I guess from Dr. Muntasir, and inshallah it will be very beneficial. I will leave the talk for Dr. Muntasir and join because I will enjoy attending also.
To start with, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are really pleased and honored to be with you today. It's supposed to be four of us. But Mr. Mustafa Shenawi, he's working in human resource, and he would have been really, really good with us today. But I'm very sorry to say that he has got a death, so he couldn't attend, which in person, I'm really sorry that he's not here today. But I would say that's quite unlucky for you, because that means that I'll give you 2 sessions instead of 1. And I always play the baddie, but we have got 2 goodies here. It's supposed to be 3 goodies and 1 baddie, so that's how it would work. I believe each of you has got this. That's how we'll go. Okay? We'll try to stick to the timing to the best of our abilities, but if it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes here or there, we'll play it by ear. But we'll have to break, of course, for prayers and all the other things. I'll do a quick introduction to my colleagues here. Mr. James Anderson, he's my partner in High Life Company. High Life Company, we do lots of activities, but one of the main activities is training, international training. And we did join training in different countries, Arab and non-Arab countries. And by the way, Mr. James is, you can tell from the name, he's non-Muslim, but he's more than a brother. He respects us, we respect him, and that is what we need to focus on today. When you respect the other, you can live with. But if you don't respect the others, you can't live together. So that's the key. Even if you don't believe of what they believe, disagree on things, you still can love and respect each other and live happily together. And of course, I don't need to give you an example of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ when he was in Medina. He lived happily with people totally disagree with him and don't even prove of him as a prophet. Okay? So we'll follow the schedule and I will start. But I'd have to say that once we said start, I wouldn't allow mobiles. Mobiles is forbidden. So whoever would like, who or she would like to keep the mobile on, it has to switch the sound off. I wouldn't allow any mobile to ring or anyone to use the mobile during the sessions. It has to be anything you want to do with your mobiles, it has to be saved to the breaks. Okay? So the first thing of today, which I'll be enjoying playing with you. By the way, we are here like a family, gathering, like in Eid, we do gather, the families, big families get together, and we play games. So today, we are going to play loads of games, and I want you to enjoy being together. So the first question, remember I'm the baddie, okay? They are the goodies. The first question, do you all know each other before? So you all know each other before? Okay, so you make my life very difficult now. Okay, so I can't play my first trick if you know each other. Okay, I want to split you to 2s. So 2, 2, 2, but we'll get 1 female left. Okay? And the boys will be split to 2s as well. 2, 2, but we'll get the first 10 boys. I'm sorry that we can't take more than 10 because we are limited with time. And we'll start our first game. And our first game is each 2 of you, I'll give you 5 minutes. You'll be talking to each other, letting each other know who you are. And then I'll ask each one of you to introduce his partner to me. No one will introduce him or herself. Everyone will introduce his partner. And you would only have 1 minute to introduce your partner. I might be a bit kind and let you go for 1.5 minutes, but the whole idea behind this, when you go out, try to call people, tourists and everything, you don't really have more than 1 minute or 2 to introduce yourself or introduce Islam. So today is a good chance to use your partner as a live example of introducing something you want to introduce in a very short time. but make whoever you are introducing is totally acceptable to who you are introducing your partner to. And I have to warn you, I'm tough. So if you say anything like, I wouldn't go my direction, I'll stop you and I'll be horrible. But this is not my nature, by the way. This is the role I'm playing today, okay? So from now on, it is now 1:17 according to the clock here in a wall. In fact, I'll be very generous with you. We'll go until 1:25, and I want every two of you talking to each other, introducing, telling about each other. Everyone tells the other who he is, what he likes, what he dislikes, and then I'll beg who will start first. Okay? So from now on, twos talking to each other until 1:25. Freeze. No one is allowed to use a pen and a paper. You have to depend on your opinion. That's the first thing. Okay? No one is allowed to use a pen and a paper. You have to depend on your memory. Okay. خلاص. Shall we stop? Stop. No one using any pen and papers. Turn it upside down. Pen and papers. Any papers? Turn it upside down. Any papers? Turn it upside down. Okay. Stop. Stop. So, as we agreed, I'm the baddie. So the baddie always goes bad with the closest people to him. So I'll attack him. So, James, you have got 1 minute to introduce Andreas, Yusuf, I mean, and make me like him. Only 1 minute. Only 1 minute.
All right. Okay, ready?
10 seconds, run.
Okay. It's my great pleasure to introduce Andreas, but now known as Yusuf. And he is originally from Cologne in Germany. And Germany is the most amazing country if anyone has ever been there. Beautiful country. And Cologne is spectacular because it has the most beautiful cathedral in it, which is like a very, very grand church. And Yusuf, he lives in Egypt now, and he has fallen in love with Egypt as your country.
Time up.
Oh.
Okay. So what did we get from what James said now? From what I heard myself, I'm very keen and interested to go to Cologne because it is a nice place. Yeah. But what did we get about Yusuf?
Nothing.
That he lives in Egypt, he's a Muslim now. He lives in Egypt, he's a Muslim now.
There's a female attendance. Okay. Yusuf. 1 minute.
This is my friend James Sanderson. He is originated in Sweden, as you can hear with his name, and I think he is a man with a rich fantasy and great interests that have led him to travel around the world and experience all countries several times. It was not enough with one. And he is very, very strong in giving people impulses and enthusiasm to sell things and to bring things to now he's living in London, and
and time up.
Oh, right.
So what I got from him, that James more or less a salesman. Anyone else has got any second opinion?
He's like traveling.
Yeah.
He's employed in
Have
Middle
good
East,
experience.
visiting each country more than one time.
Which means that he has got good experience in which areas? Culture. Okay. So who we should start with here? Okay, we'll take 2 females, 2 male, and we'll swap. Okay. So we'll start with our sisters here. In fact, my daughters.
Okay, so she's Hela. She is an old member in Ahmed. She is studying now at an Arqam Academy for Islamic Studies. She lives in Shobra. She is a very helpful person.
How did you find that she's very helpful?
Because she has been in Ahmed for a year now, and she is in different categories for Ahmed. She's working with different, and she always attends the courses here or the training sessions here.
And time up.
Okay, that's
Okay. Any comments? Any comments? I think she was good.
Yes.
A compensation for James.
Noha, she's a new member in Auckland. She joined us 6 months ago, and unfortunately she lost her mother just 6 months ago. And she would like to go for Umrah. Inshallah. Yes. And she liked swimming and reading. Also, she was in America last year for 1 year, and she liked the people there. And she is.
Did she try to call for Islam while she's in America?
right.
You did. Very well. Well done. I can't pick on you. That's unfair. So we'll get the first 2 boys. Who's there? Who were together? Okay, you'll go with you and Mustafa. Okay? But, hold on. They say good things to make me like their partners. I want to hear it the other way around. You heard from him or you know him. I want you to beg the worst on him to make me hate him. And same apply. So as much as he gave you, give him back. 1 minute, go.
Okay, he's Mustafa Fawzi. It's the first time to meet him. Mustafa is from Manufaya.
It's bad enough by itself.
Okay. Mustafa is a young man. He's just 25 years old. He's working in a company, Tata for Oils, and he likes football.
But that's not bad. What you are saying is not bad.
He's visiting his time.
He's from Manufaya.
Mustafa, I'm from Manufaya. Okay? And he begged on us, cut him to pieces. I want to see the red color everywhere. Raise your voice. Raise your voice.
It's a pleasure to know Mohammed Al-Ansari. He's 33 years old, married and have 3 children. He is learning in...
What's bad of what you said?
Yeah.
You're not Manufi at all.
He is account manager in a company, and I don't know him before. It's first time to know him. And I think he is jealous of me.
I think the females will be much better in this area. Okay? So what we'll do, We'll take another 2 male to be goodies, and then we'll turn to 2 females, which they volunteer. I wouldn't pick any 2 females. I'll let you volunteer. But I want a real cutting. And I promise you extra time if I'm happy with what you're saying. Okay, fair enough? So we'll get another 2. Listen, take these 2. We'll go to the good side, which is easy, you know. It was the hard one for this. So, okay, just listen.
He is my brother Mahmoud Al-Fishawi. He is living in Maadi City. He is in the Faculty of Commerce, English section in the 4th year. He has been in Alan about a year ago. He was my partner in Rahmat Al-Alamin campaign.
So do you like him at all?
Yes.
You are not fed up with him after that long time? Your turn.
This is my brother, Mamdouh Said. He's 22 years old. He graduated from the Faculty of Engineering.
Which section?
Communication section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think he can communicate at all?
Yeah, you can communicate.
How? Give me an example. And you have got 20 seconds.
Yeah, he can communicate with people with other religions as part of chat and do debates.
Or like talking to a blonde girl on the other end claiming that he's calling for dawah.
Yeah, he's calling for dawah, not people as part of.
We'll get back to this. So I want 2 females to volunteer. Perfect. Okay. You know what I'm after?
Yes.
Give it your absolute best shot, and I'll give you 2 minutes instead of 1.
Okay. First, Rana is one of my best friends. Okay, but this is just
No, we know.
for the sake of learning.
Just a game. Just for the game.
Okay. First, to introduce her, just general info. She's 25 years old.
Oh God, is she?
Yes. She's very enthusiastic about dawah and she's very loyal. She's a very nice person, but there are some things that...
negatives. I want to hear the negatives.
Okay, it's really hard to reach her through the mobile phone or whenever we agree on some time to meet or something. It's
so
sometimes
she's not a good timekeeper at all.
She's under a lot of pressure and lots of stress.
No. That's not what we agreed on. You are justifying for her. I want you to cut her to pieces, not to justify.
Okay, it's
negatives.
It's really hard to reach her whenever we are working on something or certain project.
So she ruined all your hard work, Shane.
Yeah. Okay, somehow there was this one. We had an important interview with Dr. Omar Abdelkafi, and yes, we.
Carry on, I love this. Carry on.
Yes, and we almost missed it because we couldn't get her on the phone and stuff like that.
Oh God.
The main
How dare you doing this? You see?
Yes.
She made you look awful in front of everyone. Retaliate.
Okay.
Give it your best shot.
First, I love her too. She's Lamia Rashad.
That's not what I want to hear.
Yes. She's Lamia Rashad, 26 years old. Graduated from dentistry. Faculty of dentistry. She married and had a baby.
Is she a good mother?
Yeah, I don't know. She always pushing us to write 5 articles in one day.
Oh God,
so,
how awful! How awful.
She likes reading, doing handcrafts.
Does she force you to do handcraft as well?
No.
So she's not that bad after all.
Yes.
Okay, I'll stop before we carry on. I believe we all understand what we are trying to do now. Whenever you are in connection with others, it is up to you to show a positive signals or a negative signals. It doesn't matter who you are introducing. If you are introducing yourself, if you are introducing a partner, if you are talking about